Hi everybody.
Hi everyone.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So it's a beautiful day outside, so cooking is probably not an option. So anyway, today we're going to make one of my mom's favorite summer things, which is egg salad. And the thing we like about egg salad is it calls for hard-boiled eggs that don't have to be perfect when you cook them. Oh my God, she's crazy. And it's a really simple dressing, and it was a dressing that my mom used on all sorts of types of salad over the summer. Egg salad, potato salad, macaroni salad,
Those are good salads.
shrimp salad. That was another one. So today we're going to make egg salad, and we're going to use some different spices. But you guys, this is so versatile, and I want you to make it yours. So I'm going to have a lot of different substitutions you can try. And so let's get in the house before this puppy goes nuts and make some egg salad. Okay? Come on in. Bye-bye. Hi everybody, welcome back to my mom's recipe box. Today we have a very easy recipe for you, and I really want you to make it your own. So today we're going to make my mom's egg salad. And the thing I love about egg salad is almost foolproof. You know, in an earlier video I talked about making deviled eggs and how much stress there was in doing the hard-boiled eggs because they had to come out just right, you had to peel them just right, and then you had to slice them and they had to look perfect because you were making deviled eggs. Well, today we're making egg salad, which means the whole egg gets chopped up and used. We're going to make a dressing out of the yolk with some mayonnaise, some mustard, some spices, a little vinegar, and then we're just going to mix it all together with the eggs. So it's really simple. You can add all sorts of things to your egg salad. You can add onions and celery, you can add pickle relish, you can add jalapenos, you can add smoked paprika, you can add onions. There are so many different things you can add to your egg salad. Today we're going to be using some dried onion, a teeny amount of garlic, and the Maryland favorite, which is Old Bay seasoning. And today we're going to use Old Bay hot to give them a little bit of a kick. But not a huge kick because you know me, I'm not a big spice eater. Okay, so let's get started. If you need a little primer on making hard-boiled eggs, you can check out my video on deviled eggs. That gives you the whole recipe for hard-boiled eggs. But in case you don't want to go back to that, it's quick. You take a pan of cold water, put your eggs in, enough water to cover the egg, bring it up to the boil. As soon as it starts to boil, turn it off. Put it on a very low heat. This time I turned them off. And let them sit in the hot water for about 10 to 11 minutes, okay? Then rinse them in cold water until the eggs are cooled off. And then if you come over here, you can see I've got my egg. Ruby, thank you. I've got my egg, and I'm just gonna crack it all over. And then I'm going to peel it in this bowl here. And what you want to do, the egg doesn't have to be perfect, remember, but you do want to get under, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little membrane between the egg and the shell, okay? And you want to get under that membrane with your fingernail so that when you take the shell off, you're taking the membrane off as well. You don't want the membrane to stay on the egg, okay? Can you see that? The membrane that's in that shell there? Yeah, you want it to be on the shell and not on the egg. So when you're done peeling it, sometimes it's a good idea to just rinse it off, okay? I'm going to peel the rest of these and I'm going to throw the cat off the stove, and when we get back, we'll be making egg salad. Okay, come back. Welcome back, everybody. So I just want to show you my peeled and rinsed hard-boiled eggs. So come on over here, cameraman. And what we are going to do is we're going to slice the eggs and we're going to pop out the yolks, okay? And we're going to pop them out. Don't worry if they don't pop out because this is egg salad. You can't make any mistakes with egg salad, okay? You don't even have to pop them all the way out. This is just so forgiving, you guys. Okay. If you like a wetter yolk, this is a pretty dry yolk. If you like a wetter yolk, leave them in the hot water less time. Maybe 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It's all up to you. This is your egg salad. Okay. Pop that in. Now, some of the stuff I'm going to use in the egg salad are spices and vinegars that I would get when I would go to craft fairs with Mark and sometimes with my mom. And my mom, who was, I won't say she was picky because she wasn't a picky eater. Not like my dad, who was the world's pickiest eater on the whole planet. Even pickier than me, babe. That's the truth. Yes, he was. Okay, so my brother is the most adventurous eater in the family, I think. And my mom, well, definitely behind Mark, but she was fairly adventurous. But anyway, my point is, we would go to these craft fairs, and a lot of times at craft fairs, they'd have a booth where you could buy all these different gourmet type foods, fancy vinegars, spices, dip mixes, things like that. And my mom loved to try those, and I did too. And it was kind of like sometimes we would want to buy everything in sight, everything we tasted, we'd want to buy. Other times we would say, well, that was pretty good, but I'm not going to buy it. So sometimes my point is, sometimes you get a whole lot of fancy gourmet things in your cabinet and you kind of forget about them, right? So egg salad is a great way to use up some of those ingredients. If you've got a fancy vinegar, if you have a gourmet mustard, if you have some interesting spices from the dip buffet where you'd get 20 pretzel sticks and dip them in all those things. If you have some of that, egg salad is a great place to put these things. Okay, guys, don't be afraid to experiment. Because that's what you got them for, right? You got them so you could try something different. Sometimes I feel like I got them just so they could sit in the shelf for for too long. Okay, so I'm mixing up my egg yolks. I'm gonna get them small. Don't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is egg salad. You can't go wrong with egg salad. So the next thing I'm gonna add is my mayonnaise. And this is all eyeball, okay? I don't really have measurements for you guys because, like I've said before, my mom did not measure anything. So all we're looking for is consistency. So I would suggest you start off with less than you think you need, because you can always add, but you can't take away, okay? So I've got there probably a tablespoon or 2 of mayonnaise I'm mixing in, okay? And then I'm going to mix in my spices. And what I have in here is a full tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, of chopped dried onion. I have a pinch of garlic. I have salt and pepper. And I have a tiny, tiny bit of smoked paprika. And then I have about a teaspoon of Old Bay hot. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here. Okay. Next thing I'm going to add to this is my mustard. Now, this is a spicy brown mustard, but like I said, any kind of mustard, anything you like is going to be good. Okay, you like a Dijon, fine. Did you get some kind of crazy special mustard the last time you were at the craft fair? Good, use that. Okay, we're just going to stir this in. And again, I'm looking for consistency. I'm getting close. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to add to this is a little bit of vinegar. This is white wine vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar. You can use any kind of vinegar that you want. Okay, so and it's very little. Like that. My mom would say a capful. So, whatever a capful is. Okay, let me stir that up. Okay. Now, this is not quite creamy enough for me, so I'm going to add a little bit more mayonnaise. Okay, stir that up. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a taste. Okay, I'm not going to put the knife back in, don't worry. That is a little salty. Now, granted, the egg whites aren't in there yet, so I'm going to tone that down with a little more mustard. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different knife. You guys were worried, weren't you? And I'm going to chop up these onions, these eggs, sorry. These egg whites. So I'm just going to give them a rough chop. I don't want them to be too big. Okay. And I'll chop them up some more, stir them up and break them up some more as I'm adding the dressing. Okay, so let's get in there. Chop those up a little bit more. Okay. Now the dressing right now is not the least bit spicy. It's not. So if you want a little kick to your egg salad, you're going to have to add a little more of the Old Bay hot. If you want to add some hot sauce, you can do that. If you want to add a little red cayenne pepper, you can do that. Any of those things would be good if you want a little more Old Bay. Because honestly, I'm not tasting a lot of Old Bay in that dressing. So we might. The cat is like trying to sneak up behind the cameraman and stick his face in the egg salad dressing. Okay, so we're just going to add the dressing in here, like so. Again, you can see it's not totally smooth, and that's fine. Just get it all in there. Okay. I'm going to take my fork and I'm just going to start mashing and stirring. Okay, just mashing and stirring, getting it all together. Then I'll give it another taste and see how we're going to adjust the spice. Okay. All the animals are a little unhappy today, it sounds like. Okay. Okay, now for the last time with this fork, I'm going to give it a taste. Might have to edit. Let's get a fresh fork. Excuse me, cameraman. Okay, and there we have our lovely, tasty egg salad. So come on back and we're gonna make ourselves some sandwiches, okay? Okay, welcome back, guys.
Welcome.
So the egg salad's done.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, you know. Took almost no time at all.
Just had to keep the cats away from it.
Yeah, that was important. Okay, so here's your egg salad sandwich,
Thanks,
babe.
babe. Ruby likes to look
Here's
at it.
my egg salad sandwich. Now you can dress these up all sorts of ways. My mom loved to put potato chips on top of her egg salad sandwich to give it a little crunch.
I like it on the side.
Yeah, those are good too. You can put, some lettuce and tomato on here. You can add some celery. You can add some sliced onion. You can add all sorts of
Melt
things.
cheese.
That's a great idea,
All
babe.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how these turned out. Okay, wait a second.
Good.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
No, Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's a good taste. Mm-hmm.
I like the Old Bay.
It's coming through. You can taste the Old Bay. Get a nice little spice.
And the nice thing is, I had said earlier that these were kind of salty. The bun helps to sort of take care of that salt problem. If you like them spicy, that might help too. But be careful because some spicy blends like the Old Bay spice, the Old Bay hot, some of your prepackaged spice also has salt in it. So just be careful that you're not making them even saltier than they already are. Okay, guys, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Mm-hmm.
This is my mom's egg salad, which is delicious.
Really good. Yeah, absolutely.
You can also serve it as a dip with crackers.
All kinds of things. Or chips.
The next time we're able to go out and enjoy ourselves at a cookout or
we could bring this.
Picnic, you can totally bring this. But be careful, guys. This has mayonnaise in it, so don't leave it out in the sun all day and you'll kill all your guests. I don't think you want that.
I'll never see him again.
Right. Okay, so if you like what you saw today, please subscribe, give us a like, give us a share, and hit that notification bell if you want us to let you know the minute another My Mom's Recipe Box video hits the airwaves. Okay? Take good care, everybody.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.